Today I'm going to show you how to create this beautiful color blend over these florals. Make sure you like and subscribe to my channel. Check the description box below for all materials used. And if you try this technique, don't forget to give me a tag so I can check out your beautiful work. And I also have a free Facebook group if you would like to join that. There is a link in the description. Let's get started. We are going to be working on a 32 plump from the Tipsy Magnolia. Make sure you check the description below as I will have a discount code for you. I am taking my 80 grit sanding block and I am just going to give this a good sand. You really want to make sure before you paint your cups to give them a good prep, but this just starts a really good foundation for your future layers. I'm going to base coat my tumbler with some Miss Lillian's chalk paint in black. You can use spray paint if you prefer for this step. Once your paint is completely dry, you're going to add a layer of epoxy to your tumbler. Once your epoxy is cured, you're going to take some foil adhesive and a soft bristle brush. I get my foil adhesive and all of my foils from Southern Belle Glitter. I'm just going to apply this by pouring a little bit on my tumbler, and a little bit does go a long way, so this covered almost the entire tumbler. I'm going to let this dry completely, and then once it's dry, I'm going to check my tumbler to make sure it's evenly coated. If there is by chance a spot on the tumbler that I missed with the foil adhesive, I will just add another coat. Now we are going to grab our foils, which this is the Susanna from Southern Belle Glitter as well. And I found the easiest thing to do is just lay it flat on your desk. Grab your tumbler that the foil adhesive is dry. Once it's dry, it looks clear. And you're just going to take and place that right on top of the foils. And I'm just going to pull the top really taut and roll slowly with my tumbler on a turner arm. Once you get your foils wrapped all the way around the tumbler, you're going to take some scissors and just cut off the excess. Then I just push firmly with my hands, making sure it's applied as smooth as possible. A wrinkle here or there is not a big deal. Then I just take a vinyl squeegee and applying some soft to medium pressure, I just go back and forth over those foils. in just a small section at a time. I will then peek at my foils to make sure I'm getting a full transfer, and if by chance that I'm not, I just tack it right back down really quick and go back over it with the vinyl squeegee, and then just continue to lift it up until I see that it is a full transfer. I just continue working the foil all the way around my tumbler until all of the foil transfer is released. Now that I have my full tumbler applied, don't forget to do the bottom. I just cut a smaller piece of foil and applied it firmly with my hand. Now you are going to grab a few alcohol inks that would easily blend together, so keep them in the same color family. I got Warm Blizzard, Emerald Sunrise, Violet Vixen, and Purple Hooter from Woody's Goodies. And then I am grabbing some makeup sponges, and I just cut these in half so I have one sponge per color. And then I'm just going to start with my first color and apply it to the sponge, and I'm going to dab it on directly over those foils. Take your next color on a separate sponge and dab that on as well. I am not doing this in any sort of pattern. I am just going to dab this on, and then when I get it next to the previous color, I'm just going to dab over the top slightly and blend those colors together. You're going to take your third color and do the exact same thing we did with the first and second, dabbing it on in no rhyme or reason or pattern, and then blending it with the color that is next to it. Then you are going to take your fourth color and do the exact same thing. We are just going to continue doing this on the entire tumbler until it's completely covered with inks. Let your inks dry completely, and then I always like to spray seal my alcohol inks because epoxy can change the color of your alcohol inks a little bit, and so I feel like they stay more true to color if I give it a light mist of Rust-Oleum or Krylon's Triple Thick. Once that is dry, you're going to add a layer of epoxy. Now I am going to cut out her name, and then I just added an offset, but I want it to cut like this. So I just grouped it together and then made compound path. That is in the silhouette program. And then when I weed the vinyl out, I'm actually going to weed out the center, and I'm going to leave just the outline of her name with the middle hollowed out. By doing this to the name, you can still add customization to your tumbler without it overtaking the beautiful design. I am just going to place this going up the tumbler vertically. Now you can add your final layers of epoxy until your tumbler is smooth. And here is our tumbler complete. I am absolutely obsessed with this technique and I can't wait to play with it a little bit more. I hope you guys enjoyed the tutorial. Thanks so much for watching.